So this idea of mediation windows, I mean, is this something new?
Well, the phenomenon of settlement within arbitration is not new. It's been around as long as arbitration has existed. What is new is putting formal mediation windows or inserting formal mediation windows into formal arbitration processes. So, there's been a lot of survey data from various sources, including some of the big international surveys done by PricewaterhouseCoopers and Queen Mary University in London that show the significant role of assisted negotiation and settlement in international arbitration in particular. And at least in one study, there was an indication that 92% of matters resolved at some stage of the arbitration proceeding. Now, that doesn't mean that there are mediation windows involved in all these cases, but it shows the role of settlement or settlement discussions in arbitration, upon which this idea of mediation windows is built. Now, if you look more closely at the data, you'll find that a lot of the settlements within arbitration come more from certain countries than others. So, for example, German arbitrators, traditionally, even without thinking about mediation and before mediation became interesting, traditionally many German arbitrators would encourage the parties to settle within the framework of an arbitration. And there's lots of empirical surveys to back that up. If I think about Hong Kong or I think about Australia and England, most arbitrators traditionally would not be thinking to encourage the parties to settle within an arbitration just because that's not their job. Right? Rather, their job is to decide. Right? So there are quite different approaches. If you then jump to mainland China, the whole definition of arbitration is intertwined with this notion of trying to bring the parties together and conciliate or mediate an outcome with the decision of the arbitrators, almost as a backup if the parties can't be persuaded to resolve their differences.